Smack dab in the middle of the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at T.I. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
22-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The ball carrier.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Murray on third down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Nifty move. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. 15 and a first down. From the gun, Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Jones now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out for Anderson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
All you got to do is
and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a too many syllables. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
He was brought down by
Malik Collins.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Nick Folk for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward. But they kick it here, and it's good.
7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Sheldon Richardson on the
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
His pass.
That one a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, so now it's a great starting field position as well.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Jaguars 14, Lions 7.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Shotgun now from Murray. Flush to his right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll run, it's Henry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Henry.
4 yards on the pickup, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Again, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. Caught right side, Tate. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Will they make up for it? And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Throwing now is Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing Jones. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jones on 1st and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A.J. Epinesa in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. To try again after the sack. Jones, they set up the screen for Henry. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now Jones looking to throw on second down. And right side, Henry's got it.
Give me some.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
In today's football, the receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, defense.
Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The throw over the middle, taken in, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think? And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Kyler Murray, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing. and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back and got his man complete.
One play at a time.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A.J. Brown, 77 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jones. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Derrick Henry.
At the 40.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Jaguars.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 31. Check 31.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situation.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Eluding the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quick. Done to adjust and account for that.
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Brings up 3rd down.
Right here. 54 Mike.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Murray now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And that'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14.
A gain of 16.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, spinning away.
Make everything happen.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. To throw is Murray. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Deion Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Jags, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me, knowledge on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team. I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it. Couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, young. Hey,